excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Let's go.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Mike 54.
Get it.
So after the INT, it's Manning. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
What we got?
Check 9, check 9. X3, 218, chopper.
Back to it after the pick 6. Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Bristol travel.
After the sack on first down, Young. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, wahoo!
52, Mike 52. Hey, defense, let's go.
Go.
Back 2 to Mike. Mike back 2, Mike back 2. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 52's the Mike.
Now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Boom, boom.
Here we go. 30 base. Ready?
Now Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. Pushing through the contact. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run the counter. Dickerson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Check, 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 check. Hey, Sam off.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
5.
Young working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now.
Check, 45 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go.
Manning, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
90 Wolf. Check, check. Get it.
Following the interception, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Young to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. 16 yards, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. Complete to Sammy Watkins.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly,
Here we go.
but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Door.
From the gun, Steve Young. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young, wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Saquon Barkley running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Let's go.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
No gain on this defense. No.
Hey! Fire!
Manning now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Ready.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th
Look
down.
at me. Zipper.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Yep.
They want this.
Be driven.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Taylor. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Let's go, fellas.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
On the ready.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Rock it. Let's go.
1st and 10, Young. This is caught, Watkins. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Double time. Out. 3 down. Out.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Goff.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, sweat. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Give me some. Here we go. 6 guys.
First down, Vic. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Dickerson, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
52. 52's the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
Vic on the sneak, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Vic to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 56 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mike 39. Check Mike 39. It's a party now. Whoa. Hey, check Mike 39.
Hey, zoom.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
I got you.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Yo, 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 go, go.
We got motion. Back up, back up. Mike, 55. Check 50.
This is Mostert. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Hey, turn it out, turn it out.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check pass, check pass.
Ready, ready.
Here we go on 4th down with Manning. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Boom, go now. 8, read.
Mike by 5, Mike 55, Mike by 5.
Lead Rivers, lead Rivers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
18, Gator.
Just 55 to Mike.
Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Right there. Oh, dead, baby.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Five.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up.
My God, 55. Watch the run.
Leo. Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Go.
2nd and 5 now. Manning flushed out right. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief
Ready.
all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now 3rd down.
Let's go.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Come on, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Strahan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Lee Griffin.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's Ray Guy now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive
50,
about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Bandit! Bandit!
Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
18 Gators.
Check 55, come on! Get that
They go to Johnson again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
60 or.
I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Out, 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 out! Shit, shit! Shit!
Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went back, and he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And a Bengal first down.
Ready.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You think you gonna get this? Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Cincinnati.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Big grip.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Yeah. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. On first down, Dickerson. Room to run again. And finally taken down at the 34. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Dickerson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
All day, baby, all day.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Michael Vick, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that'll set them back 5. So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. Here's Vick. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
70, Indy.
Check three.
Topper.
Again, it's Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Raheem Mostert. 42 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On second down now. Dickerson. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Let's go.
Vic to throw. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Keep doing that.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Got it.
50, Max 50, Max 50. Bring it. Bring it.
Now.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go now.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, baby.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Shot. Mike check 33. 33.
One last shot from Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.